This is Howard Priestley for Phoenix Radio, and I'm joined on the line by John Noble-Milner, who is from the Hebden Bridge Open Studios. So, hello, John.
Hello, how are you doing?
I'm okay. And how are you? Are you all set up for the upcoming event?
We're getting there. I think, like a lot of artists and creatives, we work to a deadline. We need deadlines, and we really stretch things out to it.
Right.
There's a lot of things already. It's going to be a good weekend. It's going to be really good.
Excellent. So what's your role in this? Are you the coordinator, and are you a practicing artist who's going to be showing your work at the studios?
I am, yes, definitely. The whole event is organised by volunteers, artists that take part in it. There's a small number of us that kind of form a committee, and then lots of the other artists sort of volunteer and help out as well. So between us, we sort of think what needs doing and have a crack at doing it. And it's come together really well.
Excellent.
I think if you're in Hebden Bridge or anywhere in the Upper Calder Valley, you can't miss our event.
Right, that's right.
We've put it out there.
So how many artists are taking part, and what kind of work will people be able to see when they come to it?
Well, there's over 80, and all sorts of stuff, really. Obviously, you've got a lot of painting, illustration, drawing, of all forms. But as well as that, you've got sculpture, pottery, jewellery. You've got things like homeware right through to sort of giant street puppets. We've got the guys behind Handmade Parade are involved.
Right.
Seeing as they've not had a handmade parade this last couple of years, so they've been quite keen to get involved. So that's a fascinating thing for people to be able to see behind the scenes. Well, that's the great thing about it. There's so much diversity, and this is a chance for everyone to just get a look in creative spaces that you can't normally see. Right.
I was at art college with Gina Clark, who has the stained glass shop in Hebden Bridge. And she moved to Hebden from the Peaceoil, and I think she seems to be thriving down there.
Yes, she's doing very well.
Yeah. So where are the studios that are going to be open, and where do people find out where they are and the times when they'll be open for them?
Well, it's called Hebden Bridge Open Studios, and to a degree that's a historic thing, because that's how it started, best part of 2 decades ago. It's throughout the whole of the Upper Calder Valley. There are guys out in Todmorden. We've got people right through to London Foot, Midgley, right through the valley. The obvious place to find out who's involved and what you can see is our website, which is hebdenbridgeopenstudios.org. It's a new website we had built this year, and it works really well. There's a directory there of everyone that's taking part, with maps, so you can find everyone as well.
Oh, that's great.
And then throughout the towns, you can pick up the brochure and map. There's a printed brochure and map which gives details about everyone, from places like Spirals, Heart Gallery, Hope Gallery, and in Todmorden there's the information centre. There's a couple of other places as well.
Right.
We've tried to put the brochure in as many places as we can, so you're unlikely to miss it.
And when does it start, and when does it finish?
Starts on Friday.
Which Friday will that be?
This Friday.
This coming Friday, so the 1st of October.
The 1st of October.
Right.
So it's on the 1st, 2nd and 3rd of October.
Right.
It is a good idea to check the website.
Yeah.
Because there are one or two that you need an appointment, one or two that aren't going to open for all 3 days. Nearly everybody is open for the 3 days. And it's 11 a.m. to 5 p.m. But do check the website, because that's got the definitive guide to what to see, where, and when.
All right. And how far away do people come from to visit the Open Studios? From past experience?
Not just from past experience. I have literally just been to the post box and put brochures in the post to Cumbria and to Derbyshire.
Wow.
So, obviously people come from all around northern England, but it's further afield from that. And there's so many artists involved that we all do different events up and down the country. So you build up a following, you build up a mailing list, and people will travel to the Open Studios from all over the country. It really is all over the country.
Yeah.
I think a lot of people know about Hebden Bridge and the art scene that's here. So when we put an event on like this, I think people find it a good excuse to have a visit. It's a good reason to come. It's a lovely place to come to anyway.
It is. I'm going to say that leads me on to the question about the fact that, as I said, people know about Hebden Bridge. It has a strong community spirit, as well as, like I said, a thriving art scene. So how do the Open Studios fit into that? Do they have that strong community connection?
Absolutely. Yeah. Absolutely. Yeah. The very, very strong community spirit. And I think the Open Studios is a really crucial part of what Hebden Bridge is about, and how that community spirit sort of expresses itself, the way that people all come together. You've got to remember that the artists and the counterculture that sort of grew in Hebden Bridge in the 70s, it kind of makes this little pocket what it is.
Yeah.
I think without that happening, and then continuing in the various forms that it's grown into, Hebden Bridge wouldn't be Hebden Bridge.
No.
The art scene it's absolutely vital, isn't it?
Absolutely.
It's one of the key things that we're known for here.
Yeah.
And Open Studios really does give everyone a window into that world.
Yeah, I think Calderdale generally has interesting, individual kind of towns and villages. They have their own uniqueness about them, and Hebden Bridge is particularly unique, as you've just said. But the artists themselves...
And I think you're right to emphasise that it is the whole of Calderdale. There is a lot happening right through this area. There are some big things happening. It's the 50th anniversary of Calderdale Council in 2024.
Right.
So that's going to be something to watch out for.
Yeah.
I have heard a few things that are getting planned.
I think it's interesting, let's say as well, that we're beginning to celebrate more than we used to. Because it is such a rich culture in this area, I know we're getting like more and more kind of filming and things, but there always has been. You go back to the kitchen sink dramas of the 60s, film wise, kind of loving and all this spot in life. We attracted films a long time ago, but now it's like a new generation. But not only that, it's actually embracing the history as interesting subjects. As we know, there's the film coming about the coiners, for example, and obviously Gentleman Jack. There's still more that hasn't been tapped into. And I think it's a good time to be here. I've been here all my life. Probably been for the rest of it as well. But it is a good place to be if you're a creative person at the moment. So
it definitely is. And it attracts so many people. It's one of those scenes that feeds on itself. The reputation that the art scene has brings more and more people in. It's unusual to find this level of creativity and this number of people in small towns, small spaces. And
in such a small area, really, of the country. It's almost like you say, it's a unique pocket, as you put it. It's Calderdale. I've always been proud of being from here, and we'll continue to be so.
I moved here. I chose to move here, as I've just been talking about. Really, it's such a beautiful place to be. I like walking a lot. So that's important to me. The scenery here. But the scene, the vibe you get, it's just absolutely wonderful.
Right.
I love to be part of it.
So anybody who's an artist who's listening in and wants to get involved with Open Studios, what's the criteria for them to do that?
Well, really, the only criteria is the art that you make is your own. We don't have a sort of selection process where you've got to be to a certain standard. That being said, we've got an amazing mix of people. We've got professional artists that are absolutely at the top of their game.
Right.
That are involved. Internationally exhibited and right up there.
Right.
And then we've got plenty of people that just make art and crafts in their spare time. They just like to do it, and they're welcome to get involved as well.
Excellent. So to do that, who would what is the process to contact?
There's an application page on our website,
right?
Which it's kind of not up to date in terms of what will happen next year, because our events this year mostly have happened. We did a big event in the summer, and then the big Open Studios that's about to happen this weekend.
Right.
But yeah, no, just get in touch through the website.
So would you like to just give the website address out one more time, and then?
Yeah, sure. It's www.hebdenbridgeopenstudios.org.
Excellent.
There's a small fee to join with us. It's very small, just to cover the cost of web design, printing the brochures.
Yeah.
But we're very inclusive.
Right.
There's a lot more going on behind the scenes for the artists as well, with what we've been doing. Stuff like running workshops on Zoom to act a bit sort of hive mind and bring together the amount of experience and knowledge that all the various artists and makers here have,
right?
And try and just share what we know. Mm-hmm. It's been working really well.
Yeah. Brilliant. I mean, I think this is one of the positive things that's come out of COVID, isn't it? That people have learnt new methods of communication.
Absolutely, yeah.
So it's not all been doom and gloom.
There's a lot of stuff that happened last year because we had to, because everything was online and that was it. Mm. And now that's something that's alongside having real world events.
Yeah.
And it's great. I mean, our social media is at HB Open Studios. So you'll find us on Instagram and Facebook, easy enough.
Right.
Lots and lots going off there. Little videos, little films. I must mention the film that we've got in the cinema at the moment. That's been something that's happened this year for the first time. We got involved with Calderdale College last year when we were trying to work out what can we do. There are no events. They were really struggling because no events. So they were really keen to get involved and do some filming with us. And we made a video trailer through them. And then got in touch with one of the guys that was there. He's still a student. He's at Bradford Uni now, Seb Jennings.
Right.
He's made us an absolutely fantastic video, which we've got involved with the Picture House here in Hebden Bridge. Yeah. And they've been showing that as part of their trailer program for the last couple of weeks.
Oh, that's good. That's good.
So that's been absolutely fantastic.
Well, thanks, John, and good luck with everything.
Right then.